Good day to you and welcome on Makerization, and today I'm gonna show you how does Diablo 3 perform on my 940M laptop. So, on the left you can see my rig. It's i5 6200U, which is Ultrabook 1, kinda weak, 940M with 2 gigs of VRAM, 8 gig of standard RAM with 800 MHz, so very slow one, and standard stock hard drive. Now, I'm recording this on Windows 720p, however, on the bottom you can see my table for all the possible settings that I have come up with, and slightly different resolutions, or slightly, some of them are very different. And you can see in the table and with me that the game actually runs pretty well. Even when recording, even though on lower settings, it rarely drops below 50, which is, I have to say, pretty great. I wasn't expecting that. I have to, however, point out that all these FPS settings at the bottom were recorded with full screen windowed. And why is that? Well, it is because full screen actually makes it very difficult to change settings for some unknown reason. Diablo 3 has this little problem where if you change settings, sometimes it just starts to flicker. And you can't really get back to the game, and you have to go to the ini file, change it to windowed, and then you can get back into it. I am not the only one who has this problem, so I opted for using windowed full screen. It slightly lowers the performance, but it allows me to change settings as I need. And well, considering that a lot of people will try to play this at 1080p, you definitely can. If you take a look at the table, at the lowest settings, it rarely goes below 50. I haven't managed like one which was below. However, if you go to the maximum settings, which is like the highest settings in here, where I'll show you in the settings tab, here's high here, high smooth in here, high physics of course, high cluster density, and multi-sample 8 times anti-aliasing with low FX off and SSAA on. Now this is my custom setting, which is the last one in the line, and I think that this is like a nice combination of having solid visuals. This is low resolution, so it doesn't look that great, but having good visuals with solid FPS. It has never dropped to me below 30, and that's, for me personally, the pass line. So if you are not sure, or you were not sure whether you can run Diablo 3 on solid settings, you definitely can. However, you might have to mingle a bit with the settings, really just play around, get your finest. However, if you have a 1080p monitor, my settings, my laptop, you will definitely struggle getting highest settings and 1080p. However, I have to say that looking at 1080p and the highest settings, and looking at 1080p mid-high, which is always above 30, is actually not such a big difference. I was actually very surprised by that. So you get, later on, you get low gains for a lot of different performance. Well, hope that this helps you decide whether to get it or not, whether to try it or not, and well, thanks for watching, and see you next time.